Have you ever seen someone get expelled for something they said? When Brandon thought he was anonymously roasting our math teacher on the school's new feedback app, he had no idea the principal was standing right behind him reading over his shoulder. This was during our senior year, and our school had just launched this anonymous suggestion system where students could submit feedback about teachers and classes. Brandon was this arrogant kid who thought he was smarter than everyone, including the teachers. He constantly argued with Mr. Peterson during calculus, made snide comments under his breath, and acted like the class was beneath him. Most of us just ignored his attitude, but Mr. Peterson was genuinely trying to help us succeed. The feedback app was supposed to let students give honest opinions about their classes without fear of retaliation. Brandon saw it as his chance to really let loose on Mr. Peterson. During lunch, he pulled out his phone and started typing this absolutely vicious review, calling Mr. Peterson incompetent, a waste of space, and saying he shouldn't be allowed near children. But Brandon didn't stop there. He started making personal attacks about Mr. Peterson's appearance, his teaching style, even his family. He wrote that Mr. Peterson was probably a pedophile, and that the school should fire him before he hurts someone. The whole thing was completely unhinged and way over the line. What Brandon didn't realize was that Principal Walker had been making rounds during lunch and was standing directly behind him, reading every word as he typed. Brandon was so focused on his phone that he had no idea he had an audience. Principal Walker watched him type the entire review, including the part where Brandon called Mr. Peterson a pedophile. The moment Brandon hit submit, Principal Walker tapped him on the shoulder. "Brandon, I need to see you in my office, right now." Brandon's face went white when he turned around and saw the principal standing there. He tried to play dumb, but Principal Walker had seen everything. In the office, Brandon tried to deny it was him, then claimed he was just joking, then said someone else must have used his phone. But Principal Walker had witnessed the whole thing firsthand. "I watched you type every single word, Brandon, including the part where you made false accusations about Mr. Peterson." The school took it very seriously because Brandon had essentially written a false report accusing a teacher of being a predator. That wasn't just mean feedback, it was potentially criminal defamation that could have destroyed Mr. Peterson's career and reputation. The principal called Brandon's parents and the police. Brandon was expelled within 48 hours. His parents tried to fight it, but the school had a zero-tolerance policy for false accusations against staff. The police investigated the accusation against Mr. Peterson and found it completely baseless, which made Brandon's situation even worse. The irony was that Mr. Peterson was actually one of the most beloved teachers at our school. Parents requested him specifically. Former students came back to visit him, and he'd won multiple teaching awards. Brandon had picked the wrong target for his anonymous revenge. Brandon had to finish his senior year at an alternative school and almost didn't graduate. His college acceptances were rescinded when the schools found out about the expulsion, all because he thought he could hide behind an anonymous app to destroy someone's reputation. The real kicker? The app wasn't actually anonymous. The school could always see who submitted what feedback. Brandon just assumed it was anonymous because that's what he wanted to believe. Principal Walker later told us that several students had submitted thoughtful, constructive feedback through the app, but Brandon was the only one who used it to attack a teacher personally.